Alexa, open WikiHow.
Okay, here's WikiHow. Hi, ask me how to do anything.
How to take care of lizards.
How to care for your lizard. The best way to care for your lizard is to provide it with a roomy cage equipped with heat lamps and lights. Ensure your lizard has hiding spots, like rocks and logs. Provide fresh water daily and feed your lizard live insects, like crickets or mealworms, 2 to 3 times per week. Clean the cage every week and monitor your lizard for health issues. If you would like each step read out in detail, say read steps.
Read steps.
Step 1. Change the water regularly. However, different lizards will require different types of water dishes. For instance, some do best with a small bowl, while others will need a drip water system. As an example, chameleons need dripping water because they won't drink from a small bowl. You can either ask at the pet store or contact your vet to find out which is best for your pet. Be sure to change the water every day, especially if the lizard uses a small bowl for water. Some lizards like to swim, so you will need to provide a large enough water area to allow them to do so. To continue, say next.
Next.
Step 2. Mist your lizard. Depending on the type, your lizard will need to be misted once a day. You can use any spray bottle, as long as it's set to mist and not stream. The mist helps create the humidity needed by some lizards. For instance, bearded dragons will not need to be misted, but iguanas will. To continue, say next.
Next.
Final step. Provide appropriate food. Most lizards will eat insects and prefer live ones. Crickets are a common food that can be supplemented with a reptile food supplement, and waxworms, mealworms, and roaches are also common. In fact, many owners keep a small colony of crickets or roaches to feed their pets. Also, it is recommended to cut the heads of mealworms because they have been known to chew the way out of lizards, causing your lizard to die. Some lizards are carnivores, while others are omnivores or herbivores. If you keep live crickets, 1/5 of their diet needs to be calcium carbonate, given to them at least 2 days before you feed your crickets. The other 4/5 can be cricket food. Carnivores will eat insects, but they'll also snack on smaller lizards or frogs if they are big enough. You may also need to feed rodents, fish, shrimp, or baby chicks. For instance, leopard geckos are carnivores and do well on a diet of crickets and mealworms. You can collect insects with a sweep net from nearby fields to feed your lizards. However, you must be sure that the fields are not treated with insecticide, and you'll likely only have luck when it's warm out. Some lizards are omnivores, and they will eat plants, too, such as dandelion, clover, and other common fruits and vegetables. For instance, tomatoes, pears, apple, and lettuce are common fruits and vegetables to feed your lizards. They will also eat other small insects, such as snails and mealworms, or even dog food, with a bit of added water if dry. Bearded dragons are omnivores, and they can subsist mainly on greens, like kale and leaf lettuce, and squash with mealworms and locusts or other insects making up the other quarter of their diet. Most omnivores and carnivores will only need to be fed 2 to 3 times a week. However, smaller or younger reptiles may need to be fed more often. How much your lizard eats depends on its size. Some lizards are herbivores, meaning they will eat only vegetables. Iguanas are a good example of this type. They can eat leafy greens, as well as many fruits and vegetables, and they should be fed every day. Food should mostly be about as long as their head is wide to prevent choking. In addition, you should place foods on a small plate for consumption, especially if you have sand in the tank. Okay, you've reached the end of the article. To hear it again from the beginning, ask how to care for your lizard. Or, you can ask how to do something else. What would you like to do?
Exit.